This is cool. We got this light right here in this hallway. And I feel like in the editing, I can contrast that orange with this, like, what is that, green? All right. So it's finally sunny today. It's been a rare occurrence lately. I don't know what I'm doing today. Well, actually, I kind of know what I'm doing. All right, so I just took that photo, and then this is literally just my apartment building, but look at that. I think that's a pretty cool angle. Like both of those together might make a nice set. I don't know. We'll see. In the previous episode, I mentioned that I'm trying to combine all my talents and skills into whatever this is. And so now, like, combining all my skills and talents that I've ever had into this idea. Today is like the first real test for it. Going out, taking photos, filming it, and then making the music for it. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see. Maybe like a upward angle on it. One of my favorite things to do is finding connections between two seemingly different creative outlets. So what do I mean by that? I really like the colors. Take music and video editing, for example. It's like two different skill sets, but they're kind of the same. In music, you have a pace, you have a tempo, you have a flow, and you're building tension, releasing tension. And that's what I'm doing in my video editing too. Oh no. I chose the wrong shoes for this. I'm timing things a certain way. There's a flow, there's a pace. I just skirt around the edge here. Build a story and build tension in that story, and then have some sort of release for all that tension. It's all the same. Music, video editing. Yeah. Not bad. And so I'm really fascinated by those connections. Like two seemingly unrelated creative things that somehow have a connection. And I think it's so cool because I see it play out again and again and again in like all these different creative outlets. So I hope to highlight those in this like vlog series or whatever. And so I hope to... Where's this go? Shout out to Terrell. This is sort of a plain and ordinary shot, but I like the colors with the yellow-orange grass, the yellow-orange grass, the blue sky, and the green trees. The sticks here fill the frame. And then I didn't mean for this to happen, but those trees right there almost pop out. Maybe I could just get a photo with them. This morning I woke up really tired and almost didn't do this. Then I realized it was daylight savings time, so checks out. Look at this. There's so much of this on these trails around here where all these roots are above ground. You have it right there. You have it right here. I'm gonna find some frames and just see what I can make of it. But the lighting is kind of tough in here, so I'm gonna go to like a more open space, like the beach or something. I've also been thinking on this idea of what makes people stand out, or like what makes creators or brands, like what makes something stand out against all the noise, because the world is so noisy today, and you know, sometimes I'm like, why am I doing this? It's like a daunting thought to think about how much noise is going on and the idea of creating something unique enough to stand out. But then I come to the thought of like, who are my favorite creators? And the obvious choice is Casey Neistat. Like he did something so unique and so special, making hundreds of daily vlogs over a couple year period about just his normal days in New York. And he was able to craft it in a way that was so interesting. Like I remember this one time, I was dating this girl and her sister who was someone who watched like the Kardashians, and you know, I'm not hating on that, but this is 2016, someone who watches reality TV. It's like someone who shouldn't know who Casey Neistat is. And she might have been the one who introduced me to Casey Neistat, which is crazy. Like, how do you create something so unique that it passes over those invisible lines? See, Yamu Park. Isn't there a whale named that? Or is that's Shima? And what I find just so interesting about Casey is that he was just documenting his day in New York. And like, New York's super interesting, but ultimately he was kind of doing the same things every day, highlighting the nuances of each day and making an interesting episode.
I'm not someone who likes to set myself up for failure, but I do think I need to be honest here. I'm not expecting this to be a successful rescue mission.
Through the hard work and repetition, it almost prepared him for those episodes that like stood out amongst the rest. Like, his best vlog, in my opinion, is this one that I think is titled My Best Ever or something like that.
What was that all about?
Yesterday I left a drone on a rooftop. Today, gonna try and go and reclaim it.
And it's like a normal vlog as usual. It starts out the same.
There are a lot of ways this can play out.
But then you get entranced by this story of him rescuing his drone that he crashed on a roof.
The drone is still there.
And as I say it, it doesn't sound interesting, but when you watch him tell the story and see how it plays out, it's so good.
I think I've got it.
And all the hard work and preparation of the vlogs before set him up for that standout episode. But he had to do hundreds of others to get it to that level of quality storytelling or something. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say with all this, but I've just been thinking about that. Like, what makes him stand out? And like, what makes other creators stand out and be remembered? I don't know.
It's right there. Come on.
So I think about that a lot for myself. It's like, you know, obviously the goal is to stand out, to be different than everything else that's being put out there, because I feel like so much of YouTube and content has been the same. Smahu. It's felt very copy and paste. This is just a photo of the sign, and this is like a angle that's not as good. If you go down like that, my God, it goes from like a 5 out of 10 to like a 6. But lately on YouTube in the creator space, like, I just haven't seen anyone really standing out, or like anyone that's unique, you know? Like, there's people who stand out, like Mr. Beast, but I guess what I'm talking about is like those personalities that you feel a connection to. All right, there's this thing over here, which I think is just an old water tower. What I want to do is I'm going to walk this path here and eventually get probably close to it, and I'm going to take a series of photos, and it can be like some collection maybe. Just sharing my thoughts and ideas out loud. We'll see if it works. I like the ripples in the water there, so I'm going to frame it with that. Maybe some birds too. My God, there's so much going on. But I guess what I'm talking about is like those personalities that you feel a connection to, like Casey Neistat, Emma Chamberlain, like these people who filled this space of someone who's relatable, just some birds chilling, but also is someone who's creative and entertaining and tells an interesting story. Hopefully you can hear me. It feels like it's missing, and like a lot of what we're consuming these days is the same thing. It's like a flashy intro, a hook to get you watching, and 10 minutes go by and the video's finished, and you kind of forget about it and you're on to the next thing. Like, nothing feels that memorable. I'm gonna have so many bird photos to go through. One thing I'm discovering about myself as I make these videos again, also I'm walking on these rocks. I don't know if they're too loud or not, but I keep yapping anyway. But one thing I'm learning about myself is that I'm just not good at scripting. Like, all the car footage you see is just like streamlined thought. Like, I've thought about the thoughts and maybe wrote them down, so it's not completely freestyle riffing, but it's a lot of riffing. Pretty close to that water tower. Nice little composition here with the road. I think I'm good at documenting and just riffing and making it work in the edit. Like, I wish I was a better planner, but yeah. Here we are, riffing. But there's also value in riffing. And maybe I just lean into that, just throw all the strategy out the window and riff my way to the top. Could be the move. All right, we made it, folks. We made it to the water tower. Honestly, pretty anticlimactic, which I kind of expected, to be honest, but might as well snap a few frames of it while we're here. They had the same idea, snapping pics of the tower. Like, it just feels like nothing feels memorable anymore, nothing's standing out. And yeah, I've just been thinking about that a lot, of like, how do you make something memorable? How do you make something stand out? I don't know. Comment below what you think. Get these comments up, hit the algorithm. I'm trying to blow this channel up. But yeah, anyways, that's what I've been thinking about.